Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. Here he comes, Deontay Wilder.
I'm at
6'7" inches tall with that massive 83-inch reach.
See what it do,
and
man.
facing him, Riddick Bowe, 6'5", 240 pounds with a reach of 81 inches.
If you're going to give away so much weight, you've got to depend on speed, because if you miss, it hurts from a bigger fighter.
So much hype surrounding this fight, and now it is go time.
I'm so giddy,
Go
so
time.
excited. The anticipation is second to none. Let's get it on.
And what I say you must obey. Good luck.
And we're underway in round one. Left counter score. He threw the hook, didn't land. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Beautiful counter punch. Perfect counter shot. This fighter told us yesterday, if he doesn't win by knockout, he doesn't consider it a real victory. That's the mentality he has. Just misses with that jab. Wilder just got clipped and he's in a world of trouble. I don't know if I've ever seen him this hurt before. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. How did they survive that?
Step back, compose yourself, compose the pace, then move, then step it up a little bit. Because if you're getting caught like that beginning, you get caught a lot more at the end. Defense, defense, defense is everything, because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Missed him with that uppercut. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're gonna get it. Kitchen sink.
Giving that work today.
And that'll do it for the time between rounds. And there's the bell for round two. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's being hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are done. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Keep an eye on this slugger. As you know, he's willing to take three to give one. That's his game plan, and it's worked out pretty well for him so far.
Sluggers will hit anything and everything. Your head, your ear, your elbow, your rib, your belly buttons. They are an absolute terror.
Great counter right hand there. Good counter punching from both these fighters. just misses that big right hand. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Perfect counter lands. How did he absorb that hook? Both men step back for just a moment. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Lands with the right counter. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Nice job landing that left counter punch. At this point, you gotta believe he can't win on the scorecards. Gonna need a knockout.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round. That motherfucker's eye looking like Frogger.
On to the third. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
There's a counter shot. Well, we know what the game plan is going to be for this fighter. He's got to stick and move and avoid the big shots from the bigger man.
The plan is to try and change that game plan. Get him angry, get him frustrated, make him deviate away from the plan.
That left counter was perfectly timed. Look, misses. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Both men step back for just a moment.
Come on, give these guys a chance. They're just trying to figure out how they're going to deal with it. Yes, they need to be offensive and defensive. It's just trying to figure out which puzzle fits.
They have no respect for each other's punching power. Nothing but air on that hook. And Deontay Wilder just got clipped. A much better game plan here. Good counter right-handed kick. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Big Daddy Bo goes down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive and then give it back the next round.
On to the fourth we go. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
Gosh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
You're not going to see as much footwork as the smaller weight classes in the heavyweight division, but we don't care. We want the heavy fists.
A couple of big units here, so I'm expecting power. You're going to have excitement. You're going to have drama because when these guys slow down, that's when the punches are going to land.
fighter doing? There's nothing behind these punches. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Just gets out of the way of that left hand.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter punch. Beautiful counter shot. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Wait a minute, the left hand lands. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Nice offensive display, landing that left counter. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
We're gonna let this motherfucker look like Papa out of Sailor.
On to the fifth we go. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Counter shot lands. Both men step back for just a moment. Nice counter shot. Left hook misses. This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you don't think him. You just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little favourite and pickpocket him.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Left counter punch to score. Blocks that right hook. And he just missed with that left jab. Catch and shoot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Good counter punch. And a counter left. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered. He's hurt. He's ready to go.
And that'll do it for the minute break as we get set to get back in the action. There's the bell for round 6. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas, over this eyebrow, the cheekbone. You just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
He blocks the hook. Just gets out of the way of that right uppercut. Can they figure out the combination to this safe? There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool. I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you, they want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
They got out of the way of that right hook. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. She's sitting in the corner right now, and you've got to believe she's thinking,
handing out
"How
ass
on earth
whipping.
can I avoid
Late
taking
ass
any
whipping
more
time.
damage to my body in this next round?"
I hope they've got a good cuts man in that corner.
Mate, he's gone. I'm telling you, he's gone. Jump up behind your jab and then let your shots go. Don't let him get back into this fight. Body and head, be smart, change your angle. Go out there and finish him. He's ready.
Should be over. His eyes closed.
Unfortunately,
Beating
this
the shit
fighter not
outta
going to get
him,
more
Beard.
time to
You see
heal
it.
up as we get set to jump back in the action.
Hey, Beef, man, I'm knocking this motherfucker simple, man. It should be over.
Round 7, here we go. They're off their stools, and what a fight this has been. Will it continue?
Good work the last round. Be smart. Don't get too braggadocious. You'll get turned over and walk into a shot, and that's the last thing you want.
You'd like to see more jabs. Good counter left hand there. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system for a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again, and the fight will be over.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
They exchange punches. He gets out of the way of that left hand. Nice job landing with that right hand counter. Neither man really defending himself. Good counter punching.
Hey, TV, I appreciate that, man.
Neither fighter willing to
You're
sit
full.
down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. she's dealing with that body injury, and not only is
Look
she
at
going to
that.
play defense to
Come
avoid
on,
getting
man.
hit there again,
Trying to get this
but
guy
this is
hurt,
gonna affect
man.
her stamina as well.
Man, oh,
They're
man,
trying to get
you
him
know
hurt.
what? He's going to hope the referee doesn't jump in and stop it.
Stay focused. Don't let nothing.
Round 8, and we're off again. And we're back. What does this round have in store for us?
How much energy did they use? How hard and how tough and how much they had to dig deep. This is just ridiculous. I don't know what to expect. I'm tired just watching it.
Good counterpunching for both these athletes. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when it catch you.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? No power in those punches. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. And Big Daddy Bo got rocked. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Not exactly sure when that injury to the body took place, but you know this fighter is feeling it right now, and no part of them wants to get hit there again in this next round.
My concern is the corner. Are they going to be too brave for their fighter?
And there's the bell for round 9. It's one of the best fights I've seen this year. Let's see if this round continues that incredible action.
What a round. What had they got left? How can you get better than that? That is ridiculous. That's stuff you see on video games.
When we talk about a fighter having power, don't just look at the head punches they throw. Look at the body shots. That can be the real difference.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice counter. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Right hook is finding its target. Big left there, but misses. Good good left counter that lands. One of these fighters is starting to run out of gas. What do you do as a fighter when you just don't have the energy?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. You've got to relax.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Nice counter shot. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special.
This is what they're doing,
needs to
man.
turn the tables in this next round.
I don't give a fuck what y'all man. I usually do. He don't got no chin like that.
You've just seen the
He ain't even playing defense. He just walk around with his chin up. Some bullshit. Can't do no more. Close one eye, cut one eye.
It's round 10. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. He got out of the way of that right hook. Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. He parries away that left hook. Counter right. When we talk about a fighter having power, don't just look at the head punches they throw. Look at the body shots. That could be the real difference.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Both men step back for just a moment. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Counter shot with the right hand. Any good placed body shot can take down your stamina, and that's what this fighter is going to have to deal with. Not to mention, they're already injured in that area.
Cornerman, get your job done, do it right.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. Feel good? Good man. Do your job and then let your shot go. Don't let him get back into this fight. Keep doing what you're doing. You get up here, we'll start carrying.
That boy tapped out. I gotta see his shit. Yeah. And I said, that ain't even fucked up.
Number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Straight in, more pain, so more gaining. Yeah, I came in, guns blazing. At Raven, you get weighed in. Been training, sick of waiting. Some failing, not plain sailing. Entertaining, check the ratings. Let me out, I don't wanna be caged in. Yeah, I'm ready, who's next up? Pay attention now, yeah, your best luck. I like to warm up like a few jabs, and then I hit hard like a left hook. My style's unique, not textbook. Step to me, you get yourself messed up. Win or lose, still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Only one, number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Only one, number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Who wants it? Ready for anybody? I got this. They say you can learn from your loss.
Welcome to the
There ain't nothing
WBC
over.
Arena,
We ain't
and
done.
what an atmosphere we have here tonight. I'm Todd Grisham, and next to me for the
Right.
broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside?
Here comes Riddick Bowe, the Big Daddy, the 19... Riddick.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing.
Not too many seats. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. He threw the hook, didn't land. Counter punching. Perfect punch. Good counter punching for both these athletes. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Nice job landing that left counter punch. You can really feel the buzz in the air tonight. So much hype here in this arena.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice exchange here from both men. Beautiful counter. And Big Daddy Bowe got rocked. And the Big Daddy hits the floor.
I'm Big Daddy Bowe, motherfucker.
What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
To make or break a fighter.
What do we expect to see here in round two? He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Oh, listen to this. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Good counter punching from both these fighters. Keep an eye on this slugger. As you know, he's willing to take three to give one. That's his game plan, and it's worked out pretty well for him so far.
How you deal with a slugger, you've got to use brain over brawn. Bull in a matador, pop, jab, move. Get them angry.
Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. Nice offensive display landing that left counter. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. He blocks that jab.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Both men step back for just a moment. Great counter right hand there. Fighter told us yesterday, if he doesn't win by knockout, he doesn't consider it a real victory. That's the mentality he has.
Tactics out of the window. These guys just want to brawl.
Not a lot of punch output after a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Nice counter. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
There's a war going on outside. No one is safe from.
There's the bell for round 3. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here. He misses with that jab. That counter shot lands. Punch, counter punch. Nice counter shot with the right hand. Call it the glory division. There's nothing quite like a heavyweight fight. It doesn't take much to win it.
Guys that carry so much power, of course they're going to look for that knockout because it makes a night a little bit shorter. You don't get paid any extra for overtime.
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. Neither man really defending themselves. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
On to the 4th we go. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
This can be so frustrating when you're in such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you even let one up. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed. Just misses with that jab. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring. Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want, because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tear. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way, and they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Catch and shoot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bro, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Time for the 5th round. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Ref counter scores. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Perfect counter lands. These shots, even if they land, are going to do no damage. Good left counter that lands. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They exchange punches. Insane action. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Let's start the 6th. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. I'd like to see more jabs. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Perfect counter shot. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Got out of the way of that right hook. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Both men step back for just a moment. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Here we go, it's round 7. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Good counter punch. Left punch. Beautiful counter shot. Nice counter punch. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
And you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
And nice exchanges from both men in this round. Stamina, no injury, but still throwing punches. Counter right. Fantastic punch. What a world championship fight we're seeing, ladies and gentlemen. There's a counter shot. Counter left. Both men step back for just a moment. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And the cornerman's got a fire striker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
And they're back at it again here in round 8. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Good counter right-handed kick. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
He misses with that jab. Lands with the right counter. Miss with that jab. That left counter was perfectly timed. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Neither man really defending themselves. Good counter left hand there. Nice job landing with that right-hand counter. Left counter punch will score. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
There's the bell to start round 9. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
He misses with that jab. Either fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Blocks the hook. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. We wanted action, and they are... This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
There's the bell for round 10. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Nice counter shot. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
He just misses with that big right hand. Punch, counter punch. Missed him with that uppercut. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. This fighter has tested their opponent's power and apparently isn't impressed as they continue to walk through all these power shots.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You could hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot. Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Both men step back for just a moment. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
There's the bell for round 11. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here. That's another scoring shot. The old adage is no matter how much speed you've got, timing, and Bo is dazed. This big opportunity to finish the fight slipping him by. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now. Left shot lands. That left hand misses. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Willing to go where the other fighter won't. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. You've got to relax.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
As long as they don't get complacent.
To the 12th. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Both men step back for just a moment. Counter punching. You'd like to see more jabs. And the big fella stumbling backwards. How did they survive that? And he just missed with that left jab. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
The problem with having a chin that everybody knows if they hit you, you're hurt, you're gone. You've got to protect that, but you've also got to get your shots off. And they forget, you can bang too.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. And that's it, a unanimous decision win.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.
I'm Todd Grisham. The crowd cannot wait to witness this one. There's nothing quite like a fight at the Empire Fight Camp. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
About time too.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Deontay Wilder, 6'7" tall. Here he comes, the bronze buck.
This bout is scheduled for...
Well, I hope you brought your sunglasses because we're fighting outside and... Here we go, round one. Who's going to land the first big shot? They score with that left hand. Nice job by him to block that jab. Usually you don't need a weather report for a boxing match, but we certainly do today as we fight under the sun.
If you are on the losing side of this fight time and the heat is on, 3 minutes seems like 3 hours. It's the worst place to be, so you've got to make sure you've prepped right for this. And right now, I'm looking to fight that doesn't look like they're prepped right.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster.
Totally impressed. You know what? You got skill. You got... Oh, my goodness. I admire these guys.
Missed him with that uppercut. And there he caught him with a stiff jab. Oh, and he caught him there with a right hook. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. great round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made look so...
Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Keep an eye on this slugger. As you know, he's willing to take 3 to give 1. That's his game plan, and it's worked out pretty well for him so far.
Sluggers will hit anything and everything. Your head, your ear, your elbow, your rib, your belly button. They are an absolute terror.
He fails to score with that left hook. Great counter right hand there. Both men step back for just a moment. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. That's a scoring left hand.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
To beat a counter-puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
He blocks the jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Nice counter shot. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently? There's the bell for round 3. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Nice job landing with that right-hand counter. That's another scoring shot. Oh my, the Ukrainian has been rattled. The clock is ticking. They've got him hurt, but can they finish? I don't believe what we're seeing here. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Let's see if these two heavyweights decide to exchange bombs early or decide. This is not the way he wanted this fight to start. Let's see if he can get out of trouble. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure. Nice punch. Nice exchange here from both men. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Good counter punch. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything when you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Got his gloves up to block the left jab. Offensive display, landing that left counter. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. You've got to relax.